We're live.
Okay, welcome everybody to this special council meeting on Tuesday. And I'd like to call the meeting to order at exactly 8 a.m. With that, Councillor Clark has sent his regrets, and I wanted to thank everybody else for making time in their busy schedules to have this meeting. I am going to read the land acknowledgement statement. So I would like to respectfully acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe under the terms of the Robinson-Huron Treaty, number 61 of 1850 and the Williams Treaties of 1923. We commit to acknowledge, learn, educate, create opportunity, honor sacred places, and take actions toward real truth and reconciliation in support of our commitment to walking the path together in respect, peace, and harmony for future generations. And with that, I would ask Council if there are any declarations of pecuniary interest. Okay, seeing none. I should have noted that if you have a question, if you wouldn't mind using your hands, your little hand, pop that up. You know, I'm losing my words. I think everybody knows what I mean, though. So we do have just one item today, and my apologies.
Mayor
I don't.
Alcock,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you read the agenda?
No, I didn't read the agenda.
If you
I
can
did
do that,
not
please.
read. You mean the agenda motion? No, I
Yes,
didn't.
please.
I didn't, and I'm looking for it. Sorry, I should have had. Where is the? Sorry about this.
That's okay.
I put it over here. That's where it is. Okay. Thank you for that,
Thank you.
Tanya. I do have a motion moved by Councillor Morrison, seconded by Councillor Fitzgerald. Be it resolved that the special council meeting agenda dated August 20th, 2024 be adopted as printed and circulated. Questions or comments? All those in favor? Okay, you don't need to put your other little hand because I can see everybody, so that's great. That carries unanimously. How about that? All right, perfect. And now I was supposed to ask about pecuniary interest, but we've already done that, so I've done it backwards. With that, we will go to the primary purpose of this meeting. And I do have a motion. Before I ask staff to speak to it, I think I'll read it, if that's okay with you, Clerk Kalea. I have a motion moved by Councillor Cloutier, seconded by Councillor Fitzgerald, whereas Business Licensing Bylaw 2017-111, Section 1.11 of Schedule A prohibits serving alcoholic beverages from refreshment vehicles. And whereas the bylaw department has issued a refreshment vehicle license for Rusty Rake at Sandhill Nursery. And whereas Rusty Rake at Sandhill Nursery has requested permission to serve alcohol from their refreshment vehicle. And now therefore be it resolved that, notwithstanding bylaw 2017-111, Council exempts Rusty Rake at Sandhill Nursery from section 1.11 of Schedule A of said bylaw and directs staff to amend the refreshment vehicle license for Rusty Rake at Sandhill Nursery as necessary. And further that staff be directed to include the review of section 1.11 of Schedule A in their review of the business licensing bylaw. With that, I think I'll turn it over to CAO Corey, if you wouldn't mind speaking to this, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. Actually, I believe Mr. Nagy is going to speak to the matter.
Thank you. All right, perfect. And I should have noticed that Mr. Nagy popped up on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Nagy.
Thank you, Worship and Council, for meeting today. So yeah, as highlighted, today I'll be highlighting the request from Sandhill Nursery for an exemption to the business license refreshment vehicle to serve alcohol from their stand known as the Rusty Rake. In the spring of this year, the owners of Sandhill inquired about obtaining a refreshment vehicle license through the bylaw department. The owner was advised that due to the precinct of the property, this use was not permitted, and through a planning application would need to be recognized before a permit could be issued. A planning application was submitted and approved, which enabled an additional uses, including special events uses and a refreshment stand. This led to the owner obtaining a refreshment vehicle license under the bylaw in July. During these applications, staff don't have any recollection that liquor sales would be provided. However, earlier this month, the town received an AGCO liquor license application. Staff informed the applicant that this would not be a permitted use under the approved refreshment vehicle license and therefore could not support the application. The applicant indicated that they had intentions of selling the alcohol during their fall festival, and due to the required 30-day application through the AGCO, we're hoping staff could suggest some solutions. This led to staff suggesting the following: obtain a special occasions permit or SOP like they had done in the past. However, this was cost prohibited. Rezone the property to allow a restaurant. However, this was time restricted. Seek an exemption from the bylaw, which is why we're here today. With that said, and based on the recommendation today, we would like to highlight that staff are in support of this exemption based on the following criteria: the location of the property and the fact that there are no competing businesses in the area. The refreshment stand has been provided with suitable seating areas, and during the event, additional seating areas will be provided on the property. If time permitted, the property could be issued an SOP during this time, allowing the sale of alcohol anyway. The allowance can be tied into the issued license as a condition, which runs to the end of October and can be extended month to month until the end of the year. It is the intent of for staff to review the bylaw and the provincial allowances for liquor sales that may impact these restrictions anyway. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions that council may have.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Nagy. Are there any questions from council with respect to this exemption? Okay, Councillor Stone.
Well, I just like to say that I know Councillor Morrison and I have both had liquor licenses for our previous businesses, and the Liquor Licensing Board is very restrictive, and the Act is very restrictive. I don't have a problem with this and in that particular area in any way, and any worries we might have had will be taken care of by the Liquor Licensing Board itself.
Okay, appreciated that. That's a great comment. All right, and any other comments, questions? Seeing none, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor? And that carries all the way around. All right, thank you for that. And thank you, Mr. Nagy and CAO Corey for getting this together so quickly. Much appreciated. With that, I do have a motion. It has been moved by Councillor Stone, seconded by Councillor Morrison. Be it resolved that confirmation bylaw 2024-90 be received and passed this 20th day of August 2024. All those in favor? That carries. Finally, I have a motion moved by Councillor Cloutier, seconded by Councillor Schumacher. Be it resolved that we do now adjourn at 8:09 a.m. All those in favor? And that carries.